Yo, what is good, my anime people? What is good, yo? So, unfortunately, we don't have any JoJo today because it's really just a recap episode. It's like a 13.5 or something like that, so not a full, legit episode. Just telling us everything we've already known up to this point, which I mean, I guess this is the new thing to do to keep your audience, you know, wanting more, I guess. But from what I'm getting from this new anime I'm watching is actually kind of JoJo-like, uh, simply because like there's a power that people don't understand, but the person that does understand it, who doesn't have the power themselves. There's just a lot going on with this series already, and it's called Boogie Bop, like Phantom. Yeah, Boogie Bop Phantom. Um, and supposedly right now, from the first two episodes, what I've gotten is this girl pretty much who, not even a girl, she was a man at one point as well, but because of this girl that she's eaten, she's taking her spot in society and blended in pretty much how this person who was the original before the clone was supposed to. And the only reason why there is a clone as of right now is because of the government wanted to try to pretty much weaponize this power, or at least like figure out if it is something they can use in their own ways, like the government normally does. So we're pretty much getting that. Um, and then a little bit of like mysterious uh, like crime, just like murder scenes. So it's like a murder mystery kind of. So I thought that was pretty cool, for this anime to like pretty much just show up. Like it showed up last week, but I didn't really care for it. Like it wasn't something that jumped out at me as something that I wanted to put on the channel. But this week's episode definitely dove more into just what was actually going on behind the scenes and stuff. So I thought after hearing about all this stuff, it definitely made me a lot more interested than I already was. Um, I mean, we're looking at someone who can pretty much eat you, or like, yeah, I think it's eating, or I don't think it's necessarily the kiss. I think the kiss was to put uh, like drugs throughout your body so it links to your brain cell, and so you would go out and try to offer people the same drugs you are taking, to recruit them for this Echo person. Um, and that's just pretty much like one of the things that is going on in this whole show. Like another thing that's going on that's pretty crazy is the person like pretty much um, behind like the helping of the killing, which it almost feels like it feels like these two are Light and Leuk, like from Death Note. Just the combination of them. One's like a straight up killer who like would enjoy killing if they probably knew why they were killing, and why they were made in the first place and stuff like that. But then you got the guy, like the human, who's helping all of this, and he's just enjoying every moment of it. I mean, like knowing that he has to go out and drug a chick and then drag her back to wherever this person is like entertaining to him. It's like something that he doesn't mind doing, and not only does he not mind, he actually seemingly enjoys it. So it's very, very twisted, from the jump, really. And that's another thing that I think people have probably noticed much earlier on with this series is there's not much hope for this world that is being inhabited by this being. But come to find out, supposedly it's from space, and uh, the one person that kind of wanted to understand uh, the main version, not even the clone, it's pretty much just got attacked out of nowhere, like literally looking for somebody they got attacked, and killed like an instant attack, so just for pretty much poking your nose in an area where they're taking on the offensive, so it's a very, very dark show already. For like the second episode, we've seen like 3 or 4 people just straight up get killed because of, they're in the wrong place, the wrong time, or they were targeted. So not only that, we have a girl who's like a special detective right now, and she goes to like the same school, and she was also trying to help in the first place, but come to find, oh my God, because I paralyzed them, that doesn't work anymore. But come to find out, because of all of the circumstances that they're under, there isn't really much she can do as a school student. But as we saw, she does have some like pretty powerful thing, like a pretty powerful grip, I could say that, or like at least some type of lesson in kung fu or something. The way she went for like well, the way she went for one of the schoolgirls, she like pretty much was about to break her whole entire arm at like it was nothing. So there's her. Um, we did have a girl who pretty much knew about all this, but now she's done. So like I'm pretty sure she's dead now. That Yeah, she is, because even after she goes in there and gets attacked and she's still alive for a little bit, um, she then, mutters the words echoes, and she kind of just blacks out from there. And the guy who is helping the Manicore is what I'm going to call the clone, because it's a man-eater, um, pretty much gives us the reasoning why she's, gone and dead, is because the the corpse was removed and taken care of. So yeah, she's the one who pretty much set the girl that's like trying to hunt people down, and even got suspended for bringing cigarettes in on purpose, so she could get suspended, so she would have more time to search around, see what people are, capable of helping, or not even capable of helping, but capable of being replaced from society and have their spots taken over by this manicorn. So the weird part is, like, the other guy was going to supposedly do that. Like, that was supposedly the guy who's the one who's being cloned and is going around manicorn, and he was already going to try to take someone's spot in society and see how humans were. So he already kind of had the plan to eat somebody and become them, unless eating them and to become them wasn't even necessary, and maybe it is just a kiss or like some type of contact. Um, but to know that and to see what's been happening, man, the show is absolutely wild. And this is the second episode right now, so even if it's 12 episodes, it's still gonna have a relatively fun ending, in my opinion, because not only is it like, it kind of reminds me of a show called Blood Sea, where it's just like always brutal, and it felt like it was brutal for no reason. But this one feels like it definitely has a better reasoning for like some clone that thinks that she's going to take over the world because of this human who is pretty much feeding her that type of, even that can of malarkey. So we pretty much have a good reasoning for why this person, could be thinking the way that they are. And I love shows to do that as long as it's good reasonings, like she literally feels like she was the only like she was left out and stuff, and that she wasn't important and all this and that. And now come to find out, there's someone out there who literally will help her, or the clone Manicorn. There's someone that will help Manicorn do the things that are seemingly like bad to do. And I think that's pretty much all the Manicorn needed at this point to be able to even, have these ideas, to be able to put these things together step by step and stuff like that. And not to mention to be able to even have someone bringing you the quote unquote bodies that you need. So very, very dark anime. um, trying to turn schoolgirls or just pretty much anybody into slaves to do your bidding to bring them, to this main girl to pretty much eat them alive. I don't know. It seems it seems relatively really messed up, and these are the types of shows I love to see the ending of because sometimes there's no real right or wrong in these shows in the sense of who wins or who loses. It's up to the writer, and I think Japan and all the countries outside of the U.S. have a very good, distinct way of writing stuff like that, where they're just like, okay, well, this thing can, pretty much eat one person and switch his whole entire life. Manicorn can switch, and the person that made or was like made Manicorn was made from can do this. So there's two people that can switch bodies at any time right now. But the one that's the main really doesn't want to do any of that. As you can see, he's just chilling, not really making any moves that we know of. And then the person, the Manicorn, is actually being like guided and tipped off by, this human who pretty much wants the Manicorn to take over the world, so to speak. So it's this very, very elaborate story so far, and I honestly want to see, what do they really have planned for it at the end of it all. And if you guys are interested in it, let me know in the comments down below. I just wanted to put this out because not only did it come out at the same time as the JoJo's were, but it was new. I was watching it for like the first time and it was actually catching my attention. Unlike the very first time I've ever watched it, the first episode, like a little bits, and I kind of just like, eh. This episode was definitely something that, made me wonder just what the heck is going on, and if this is all going on, where does it go from here? So really caught my attention. I'm not sure if I'll keep reporting on it. Maybe if there's days where there's nothing going on, like yesterday, I'll probably have this to fill in these slots. So yeah, if there's animes out there that comes out and I'm not really into them, I'll try to find some that I am and get them out on the channel because I don't want this channel to be something that people think is not putting out content at all at any time. So if I could put out some content that I actually enjoy, trust me, you guys will see it. And I hope you guys either enjoy it or give me some notes on what you do want to see out of what's coming out next. Because there was another show. I tried to watch it for a little bit. It was just like this show's first episode. Like I just wasn't interested in the first like half of it. So if maybe that second episode comes out, and the show was called like The Cost of a Smile or something along those lines. So I'm not sure if that's a show you guys know about or a show you guys want me to talk or want to talk about. But if it is, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll probably try to muster through it. Maybe if it isn't a good anime. But yeah, give me guys' recommendations. We're gonna need some slots filled because of freaking JoJo doing this to us, and we don't know which other animes could be doing this to us very soon here. I mean, a lot of shows are getting to their 13 episodes that are not already over. So yeah, we might be getting some more of this weird. Oh, here's the whole entire story that you already known because you've been watching it, waiting patiently weekly to see more of it. But with that, my anime people, thank you guys so much for everything. I am going to continue to grind and get you guys out this content. So hope you guys are ready for more from ya boy. And if you are, make sure you slap a like and drop a comment down below just telling me what you're watching or into right now. Other than that though, I am probably going to just do some more research on stuff that is coming out relatively soon, that we could be seeing soon, or even just the stuff that I've already talked about. Maybe look into some more why you should watch videos and stuff like that. So hope you guys enjoy your weekend. If I don't drop anything because of shows not running necessarily, like even Sword Art was off for the break and Slime, so if any of the shows are doing that, I'm still recording them. Just know that I can't when they're on break. So thank you so much. I will talk to you guys in the next one, and peace.